There are a lot of causes vying for our attention these days, so when a bunch of celebrities speak out in support of one, I tend to listen. I also wonder why no one called me.
But this is actually really, really messed up. Today, you can go online and buy a child for sex.
And the websites where they're advertised, they make millions and millions of dollars every year.
Call your congressperson or senator and say, what the f?
Wow! Amy Schumer and Seth Meyers and that guy that I assume is on television in some way say this bill is a good thing. They must be right. But first, let's take a closer look. Hopefully no bills are passed before we can really explore this. 2 bills have just passed. The SESTA, the Stop Enabling Sex Trafficking Act, and FOSTA, the Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act. And they're meant to clean up the internet.
The majority of online sex trafficking, again, can be traced to one website. It's called Backpage.com.
In 2016, executives from Backpage were arrested on charges of pimping a minor, pimping, and conspiracy to commit pimping. Which also was the name of my very underrated rap album. You might remember the single, Thinking About Pimping, or the B-side, my cover of Cat Stevens' Morning Is Broken. It's a very complex and personal album. Now the bills are awaiting Trump's signature, but they have some serious flaws.
Victim advocacy group Freedom Network USA says it could harm victims and sex workers by pushing the trade underground.
Let me just say, I'm opposed to sex trafficking. Of course we should go after it. It's sex trafficking. It's one of the worst things you can be a victim of or write 6 minutes of funny television about. But these bills do more harm than good because they don't distinguish between sex trafficking and good old consensual prostitution. The bills target online forums where sex workers can screen clients, exchange information, and according to one advocate, communicate with each other about ways to stay alive. So when you think about it, this bill encourages not staying alive. And not staying alive is detrimental to staying alive. SESTA and FOSTA will actually make life more dangerous for the people they're meant to protect. A study last year found out that when Craigslist opened its erotic service forums, female homicide rates dropped by 17%. It's a big improvement from the original Craigslist, which was just a list of women that a guy named Craig planned to murder. He was also trying to get rid of some gym equipment. Now, let me say again, I am opposed to sex trafficking. Not a fan. I live in Los Angeles. I hate all kinds of traffic. Much less sex traffic. Some truck jackknives and spills lube over the 101. It's the worst. I know what you're thinking. How does this affect me? I gave up sex trafficking years ago. But it does affect you. These bills hold websites accountable for user content, and companies are already covering their asses.
Microsoft is cracking down on offensive language and nudity on Xbox Live and Skype, but the new service agreement allows Microsoft to review your content without your consent. It would allow Microsoft to look at your private data and even monitor your Skype calls.
Yes, Microsoft can now monitor your Skype calls. That means that Bill Gates has hours of footage of me going, Mum, no, I can't see you. No, you've got to turn on the camera. The camera button's in the top corner. Yes, you do have the button. Everyone has the button. Mum, if you just press the button, I can see you. OK, I can see you now, but you need to turn the camera around. Not the device. No, don't turn the device around. Just hit the camera. Now I'm looking at the dog. This is the worst wank I've ever had. The law is supposed to protect sex workers, yet nobody seems to ask them what they want. So we did.
Sex workers feel like they don't have a place at the table. The research shows that a health-based and rights-based approach to sex work, in other words, decriminalization, is the best way to keep people who trade sex safe and alive.
That's right. We still use actual tape to record conversations. So what should we do? We can start by decriminalising sex work. Cities where prostitution is legal report rape and sexual abuse decrease significantly, as do incidences of drug-related crimes and STDs. Look, very clearly, this is a subject that I'm passionate about. Let's just say that I have a vested interest. Look, I can see why these bills look good on paper, but SESTA and FOSTA will lead to the death of sex workers. Instead of punishing them, decriminalise prostitution. Keep sex workers safe and don't force them underground. Because paying for sex isn't criminal. It's just kind of sad.